people with money that I sit with, they don't think like that.
Tshegofatso is a 21-year-old CEO to Ramonendi Holdings, B&B host. I own 100 AIRBNBs.
How did you grow up? What's your story actually?
So, I was raised by a single mother. So, my mother is actually one of the reasons why I actually also gravitated towards me being also a business owner. That I also then later on discovered through my late teens that I'm actually supposed to be in the business route. I remember my last final paper, my maths paper. I was like, Mama, I want to be a billionaire. It's like, what? Like, really? Because I come from a very educated family. I literally decided to go a different route, but here I am.
I'm quite interested on the 100 Airbnb. Like, whoa, like how does one even get such? Like,
so, my best friend and I were going through, like, we would send each other random TikToks and would always talk about Q.
Yeah.
Would always come back to talk about Q. I was like, no, Q is doing an amazing thing. She's doing a great thing. And whatever business that she's doing, if it can give her such an amount of money, why not us? You know, if any business can give you literally 10 grand, it can give you lots and lots of money. So we looked at the bigger picture and we went to Q's masterclass with my best friend. And I remember even telling my best friend that, look, bruh, now I want to become the best in this line of business. And that's it. And the moment I went to her class, she taught me everything, and then I started to work that very night. Started to message over 70 people a day. Through that, I managed to meet a lady who's quite wealthy and has a lot of properties and buildings, and she entrusted me with her building. That's how I managed to get that, and we actually turned it into a student accommodation.
How long did it take for you to get the 100 Airbnb?
It took me a month. But the first 17 took me 2 weeks.
I'm so interested in the FOREX industry. It's like the journey. Like, how is it? How did you even get introduced to it?
It's very lonely because there are very few women. A beautiful space to be in, and we need a lot of women in here. But how I got introduced into FOREX, a friend of mine, Oli, I'd see her every day. She did not go to work. I saw her busy on the charts, you know, and then I'm like, oh, okay, this is what she does. I'm like, okay, I see her withdrawing $1,500, and that's when I believed in, okay, FOREX really does change lives, and FOREX really does pay the bills, and that's how I got introduced to FOREX. The truth is that there's a lot of money to be made here. In any business that you're in, there's a lot of money. You just need to realize the gap and fill it in. The truth is that you need to firstly sit amongst the right people. Because let me tell you, some keys to success or some doors of opportunities are unlocked through people. Opportunities are not in animals they're in people. You need to access people. You need to be in the right spaces with the right people, networking with the right people, have right friends, have mentors who are doing better than you, sit with people who are doing extremely better than you. People who I don't have, most of my friends are not even my age. I'll be honest. Most of them are quite older and they are doing extremely better, doing bigger things. And that's the people I want to be constantly sitting with, because of those people are speaking about a bigger vision. That's even bigger than them. They realize that their vision is even bigger.
How do you even attract such people? Like,
you firstly become that kind of a person. You cannot draw from something you're not. You know, even when you sit with those people, you also need to be a person who is also like-minded, because of if you are not speaking the same language with them, you also feel like an outcast, and then you finally make your way out. You'll never be associated with them. So firstly, you need to be constantly intact with knowledge. Seek after wisdom, seek after knowledge. Be a person who wants to know. So much information that people look down on. There's so much information on YouTube. YouTube is the new university. Sit down, go learn. Network with the right people who can actually give you the resources to work with. And I'm here to say that if you want to be around those people, you need to also look at the bigger picture. Read books, buy courses. Don't just say, okay, I'm going to learn everything on my own. I'm not going to find a mentor. Trust me, mentors have so many kids. So be around the right people. They'll definitely unlock beautiful doors for you.
What resources do you usually use for your personal growth?
My current read is actually Atomic Habits by James Clear, because I'm trying to learn a lot of new habits that are going to also, because whatever habit that you have consciously and subconsciously affects you as a person and whatever that you're doing. So I'm also trying to learn new habits. So go to bookshops. I love reading. I go to a lot of bookshops. I read. I actually follow the Bookworm Club on Instagram. They give out a lot of books. They tell you, okay, this is the new book that we are focusing on this month. It's about this, it's about that. So I listen to a lot of podcasts. I listen to Tshegofatso. I listen to Hamuzi. Hamuzi is a very great businessman. I listen to those people in that spectrum who are in line with what I want to become. I don't look at people that are doing anything any different from me. I look at the people that I want to become like, and I study them. I study them. I study their habits. I study what they like, the things that they do. Because eventually, if you want to become like a certain person, you need to also fit into what's happening around whatever that's in that person's life. Know how to identify a good mentor. Don't go for people who are after lifestyle on Instagram, showing bottles. Oh, Hennessy nice, soft life vibes. Those people actually are scammers. I'm here to say it boldly so. They are scammers. They have nothing to show. All they are showing is just the soft life. So go after people who are telling you about knowledge, trying to enrich you as a person. And that's how you actually make it.
That you would like to debug about
Forex is not a get-rich scheme like how these... I'll not even call them mentors. They are lifestyle content creators who think they are Forex traders. One has actually an interest also in Forex. Don't want to actually now want to fix your problems through Forex overnight or think business will fix your financial problems overnight. No. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Here you work. And those people that you see them making 100 million a day, 100,000 a day, 70,000 a day, those people have been in this game for long. And you coming in 2 weeks trader and you want to do the same thing that an 8-year Forex trader has been doing in this industry, you're wrong. Don't come here thinking that you're going to make money quickly in a day. I don't know, unless that day was your lucky day and the market decided to just be on your side and favor you for that. And that's not going to happen every time, I'm telling you the truth. So here you need to sit down and learn, because this is a skill. You sit down and you learn and close off everything and just learn the skill. Signals will paralyze you in your Forex career. Number one, someone will say around, let's say, Nasdaq, at some point it will sell, right? And give you the coordinates. You must enter here, TP, stop loss, everything. And then sometimes the market will change. When you do an analysis, right? The market can change. The market does not respect your analysis at some point. It can change because of many factors, right? You must sit down and become the robot. People buy Forex robots. Stop that thing. Become the robot yourself. Don't just take signals and be paralyzed and be like, yeah, I'm making money. No.
The right one, because that's all we see nowadays.
You can follow the Vits trader. He is good. There's no lifestyle on his page. Just his work. Free margin trader. That guy is great. DJ Gaps FX. That guy is great. He's doing numbers. You see, those are my top 3 guys. This is what Vusi Tembagwayo likes to say. Long money. Real wealth doesn't make noise. Real money doesn't make noise. Real money is far from noise. It's the new money and not money that actually makes noise. So the moment you understand that actually people who are wealthy have nothing to actually gain from showing off, that's when you would have fixed most of your problems. And actually people who have real money, their priorities are not bushy. I'm here to tell you that person's priority is investments.
This is just so Ramonendi Holdings. What does it compromise of?
Well, Ramonendi Holdings, when it started, it was because of an e-commerce business. And that's the reason e-commerce really actually created this business movement.
What's e-commerce? What's this?
E-commerce, it's digital marketing. E-commerce, it's creating websites. E-commerce, it's making brands big. So any brand, we can make it big through advertising, Facebook advertising, Instagram advertising, just advertising, marketing, digital marketing. We can make it just big.
What advice would you give to someone who wants to get into your industry or wants to be more like you?
Number one, when you come into being an entrepreneur, don't try to actually make people understand the vision that you have or that God has placed into your life. Okay. They have no business trying to understand that. It's your vision, it's personal. So treat it like that. So don't even feel bad when people don't understand what you want to carry out. That's what I want you to first tell you. Number two, you're going to have some times where it's tough and, things are not making sense. But the biggest thing about it is that when it starts to make sense,
that's when
you'll never regret it. So trust in that vision, trust in whatever that God has placed upon your life, and trust me, it will all work out.
So before we actually close out, can you just tell us what does a 21 CEO do for fun? What do you do? Oh yeah, 21 and you're CEO.
I go to art galleries. Okay. I go to fine dining restaurants. I love reading. As I said, I go to bookshops, great bookshops, and I actually, buy books there, have coffee there. I go to networking events. I love networking, so I go to whenever then there's a property kind of meet up or networking event, I go. So my whole aim in also having fun, it's also, trying to grow in me also having fun and trying to also explore other avenues about myself that I don't know, when having fun. And I also love jazz. I listen to a lot of jazz.
You're actually such an extraordinary young lady right there. I want to ask you, where do you see yourself in 3 months' time? That will be next year.
Definitely. A lot of growth. A lot of growth. I don't even want to lie. A lot of growth, and also getting a lot of Airbnbs. Next year I want to end at about 500 Airbnbs. I want to buy properties. I want to also get back to gym, and also lastly, but the most beautiful part, continuously growing with God, elevating my spiritual life.
How can you find Tshegofatso on social media?
On social media, ecomrams. So that's my Instagram. On Twitter, it's still ecomrams. And then Facebook, it's Tshegofatso Ramonendi. And that's where you can find me.
I wish you luck right there.
Thank you so much, and I'm wishing you the utmost growth on your podcast. I pray that God will continue to enrich you and let you meet the right people who will help you. And I pray that you will never forget that in this journey, you ultimately meet Jesus.